Hey guys.
You are welcome to a channel. Welcome to a channel.
They have said the last video that you should not do it again. So stop it.
I forgot. But practice makes perfect.
Go and practice it somewhere, not in this video. Hi guys. Welcome to a channel. Welcome to a channel. I'm still looking for a remix. Something that would make this good. But for now, let's be using that simple line so everybody will remember. So guys, you're welcome to our channel today. And as we said the last time, we'll be creating a lot of content for singles before. And why we are doing that is because we have, not because there's nothing happening with us, we have a big
audience.
No, we have a big, is it a big break or big something that's about to happen? So okay. we want to create content that will just lead you up to it.
Yeah.
So we feel that it's not yet time yet. So let's just be using this to do catching crows. So today we're talking about how to find the right partner, to find the right boo, to find the right bae.
How to find the right man.
How to find
how to find the right boy or girl.
Yeah, right man. Okay, any one of them, to find the right spouse. So we'll be talking about that today.
And these are our value systems. This is our opinions about these things.
Yeah.
From a Christian perspective.
Yeah.
So
we were not saying that we have authority in this. We're just saying from the value system we have, experience we have with people, and just common sense. So if you see it reasonable to take it. If not, throw it into the dustbin. Yes, now. So the first thing is have a have a principled life, like have your own values. Don't just be living anyhow. Because sometimes people don't know who to say yes to because they don't even know who they are. They have not defined themselves. You understand? So there's some people like I was thinking about it some days ago that there was this guy who came to me who was a pastor, like he's ordained, he wears collar. He's a good person and all of that. And he said he wanted to marry. I'm like, I cannot marry a pastor. Like, he cannot work with my life, with my personality. You understand? He can't work. And it's of a religious church. This church don't wear earring though. I said,
cannot work.
I said, it cannot work. And I said, you can do it now. I said, I can't be a pastor's wife under your church and be doing what does. Hey, it does not follow the principle. I cannot just say my husband say he likes it. It does not make sense. I just spoil your ministry. Besides, I travel a lot. You are a pastor. It does not work. I don't see myself entering that pastor wife thing. You understand? Yeah. Though he tries to convince me that you can live your life, you will get house help and all of those things.
All those ones is OJ. is a audio something.
So there's some people that will even come to you that you already know that this person, there's no need for me to pray.
Exactly. Yeah, truthfully, because like we said in one of our videos, God loves you. He won't give you what will not work for you. Because he loves you, he made you who you are. I mean, we're talking about your principles or your lifestyle, I mean, according to his will. We are not talking about things outside the confines of Christianity.
Yeah.
Same here. I can't marry someone that can't tolerate business. I once dated someone. I've referred to this person sometimes before now. That felt like, what am I doing in my life? Yeah, doing business. When I go and look for work, I was giving me job opportunities and was making me feel insecure about my career. I mean, I couldn't marry. Actually, that was a deal breaker for. That was the day I knew I was looking at the work. So there are some. I stopped praying about it. I stopped trying. You know, the relationship ended eventually, but I wasn't sorry when it ended. So there are some things. There are some principles you must have.
Honestly.
I've seen people without principles. Because people will be thinking that is it possible?
It's possible that.
It's possible. I've seen people without principles.
Young people,
that just live life. They live anything that comes. So there are some things I know I will not do. Not because they are wrong, but because it is against my person. It's against my principle. It's not a sin. I won't go to hell if I do it. But it's just not in my rule book. Yeah,
just like somebody will say, I can't, like one brother will say, I want to marry you, but when I marry you, you won't be wearing trousers, you won't be wearing earring, you won't be wearing all those things. I'm sorry, I can't.
She gets so wearing earring, wearing trousers is not a sin.
I can even stop moving by myself. But I don't want to be compelled by somebody that does not like it. You understand? That's living. It's not me.
Yeah. So imagine now that we have during when the pandemic happened and business slowed down, if I had married someone like that, I would have been in trouble.
And she would say,
I would have gone into depression.
And she would say, I told you, you're a useless man, you're a jobless man. You see all those things.
Even if she doesn't say it like that, some subtle body language will make you feel depressed and stuff. So there are some things you don't need to even argue about or ask even questions about that you automatically know. Where did God give us brain, for Christ's sake? If you have to pray by anything, then you should remove the brain and everything will look up to him.
When people come tell me that this guy, 10 guys are asking me about, I filter them. 10 of them cannot be.
Exactly.
You cannot like the 10 of the 10. There must be people that are among them that are just cancel. Don't be wasting time and say, God, is it brother? You not carry 10 pictures to one post for to be freaking nonsense for you.
If you look at it very well, the 10 brothers, after a council, you may not remember than 2.
I'm telling you, that's the truth.
That makes his job easier.
Yeah, so you should have your principles, have values. And how do people grow values? By you read, you open your mind to think.
Actually, see, that is why the education system exists in the first place. It shapes you in some way. In the university system, it shapes you. You find yourself in associations. You read, you learn, you stuff, and those that didn't go to school. That is why you have other systems like church, like other unconventional or informal associations.
Yeah.
So by interacting with people, by growing for how many years, 20-something years, you must have had some experiences
that form the value, that form why you do the things you do. You should be able to say why you do the things. Why am I wearing earring? Why am I doing my hair like this? Why am I wearing this? You understand? Those are things that are very important. Now the second point is communicate with people. Have a life. Go out. You want to get married to people. You want to get married, or you want to do a relationship. And you sit down in your house. You don't use social media. You don't have. It's not even. Some people say they even interact, but the way they interact with people.
Yeah, as if the whole world is on your shoulders.
They're always angry, always pissed at people, always talking to someone.
Cannot tolerate fun or banter. Cannot do banter. I mean,
they don't know joke. They cannot take all of those things. They're always when people see them, please stay away from her. She does not.
Actually, I've seen people do that. See that girl. She don't even play with that.
Don't play.
She doesn't, and all of us will avoid her.
Yeah, everybody avoid that. It's not that people are trying to change you from who you are. It's just that you should be lovely. I can't get married to somebody that the person would not be being grumpy everywhere. You understand? So everybody wants someone that will bring fun into their life.
And some things, this thing might be from a place of insecurity or sometimes, but it doesn't make it
low self-esteem.
Yeah. I'm sorry to say, but this applies to girls a lot. There are more girls in this category than guys. Seriously, because you see them in fellowships, school fellowships. What they're trying to do is they're trying to set boundaries, but I mean, in the end, you're being foolish.
You're just people
because a guy cannot walk up to you and ask you, how are you doing? Everything, you're really meaning to it already.
They feel that they're principled. I'm a principled person. You don't just talk to me anyhow.
That's actually childishness.
It's very, very childish. So you should be open to people, communicate with people.
Yeah.
It's not even because of relationship. You learn from interacting with people.
Beyond relationships, actually, yes. You need relationships in your life. People that will help you.
Yeah.
In times of need.
Now the third one is be deliberate about people that come into your inner circle. Yeah. Of course, you can relate to other people, but there are people that are in your inner circle.
You have a broad spectrum, but there are some people that are in your network.
Be deliberate about them. Like
people on your speed dial. Your first 20 chats on WhatsApp, those people. Yeah.
Be deliberate about them. Don't allow people that are not part of it to enter into your inner circle, because it eventually becomes, they say you're a product of people that are around you, a product of them. So if you're not careful and you bring in the wrong persons, you will eventually suffer, because they'll give you the wrong values, the ideas, because you are always drinking from them, you're always reading from them, you're always seeing them, and always they're talking to your head. You have to be deliberate about those people you bring. Don't just say, the guy is fine, or the girl is, and most likely it's likely that you marry from those kind of people from that circle.
In fact, I think that's why this point is even there, because the person who you marry will likely come from that circle, or from someone or through someone in that circle.
True.
Yeah, because there are exceptions.
Because the person can say, let's go out on this skinny
you meet someone through.
Yeah. Do you know this person? My friend, blah blah blah. You understand? So you have to be deliberate, because people they determine a lot about how your life will go, in relationship, in business, at your workplace, and all of those things. So be deliberate. People refer. It's true relationships that people refer this person to this person.
Yes.
You understand? So be
intentional
about it. Don't just take people Don't just bring people into your life
And
anyhow.
this is where, and your values have roles to play here. Okay.
You see, if you don't have values, you just bring anyhow people.
Anyhow person will just enter your circle. So values. That's why when people come and girls are complaining that I have 5 guys chasing me, but none of them is this and that. Why are these kind of guys chasing me and stuff? You, how have you positioned yourself? Because the truth is, people will come to you the way they see you.
Yeah, you attract.
If useless people come to you, man, there's something's up. I'm sorry to say, something's up, really.
Like and plenty useless people. No, sometimes useless people will come. So, but if it's useless people that come every time.
Please, the frequency is important in this context, please. I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. No matter how good you are, some people will not sense.
Yes, they will come. They believe that they will try their luck.
But if it's becoming a frequency, it's recurrent and it's heavy.
You have to pray.
You have to pray. Yes, but it may not even be spiritual. It may be very physical. Maybe how you
position yourself. They can use black cloth to cover your face.
They may remove your hair, put another person's hair.
Yes. One change you let die.
Rather. Please reposition yourself. What kind of friends are you moving with? What do you write on your Facebook? What are you writing on your WhatsApp? How do you dress?
How do they perceive you?
You may be very educative. You may be very educated and smart, but how you dress, how you present yourself, I feel better than smart.
And some people, they look like market. Let me not abuse them.
They look like
they look like people that don't
have sense. They look like village girls.
Village girls, it's not easy. Village girls cannot be sorted. I don't even know the sorted they look like. Dress the way you are. You are like. Look at yourself. Who am I? Then maybe we should go back. And if you are single, go and list out who you are. What defines you?
And then conversations. How you carry conversations. Let me know that you. There are ladies. I don't want to say there is a lady. I don't want to say. Don't ask me who. There's a lady that was in my network when I was about to get married. I was trying to looking at it and stuff. She was an option. People were even. I said no, I can't. That person has nothing wrong with her, but conversations error. We can't carry reasonable conversation without me explaining every word I say. I have to explain if I say I don't want to waste time in this video. If I use any word that there are some words you have to use that has meanings, but you don't want to go through the long route of it. Just use the word that will give context to what you're saying. I will have to explain myself. Wow. I mean, how do I marry that kind of person?
Your child will even be dull.
In fact, our marriage will be dull because I'll be irritated. I will stick to TV and walking. Even that it's easy for me to drain off into work mode. You ain't got my easy budget.
Oh my God! There's some people
look forward to coming
some
home.
People when they are talking, stupid and mindless talking that does not make sense. Small talks that are you will try to raise the talk, they will bring it down. They will bring it down.
And when I'm talking about something really technical, serious, and deep, they will just water it down and end it because they don't know what to. They don't have to contribute. I've met people like that and I'm like error. And that lady has nothing wrong with her. She's educated. In fact, she's book smart. But error. So that is quite important also.
Yeah, that is something to look into. Now the next thing is to add value to yourself. I realize that the more value you add to yourself, because some people say, I want a rich guy. He has a car, has to everything. What are you bringing to the table? That's the thing. What are you bringing to the table? What is that? Why would this guy date me? Like these are questions that before I got married, I have to ask myself that how much do I even have in my account? You understand? You don't just say that this guy must have money. What are you doing? What values do you have? I realize that the more value you add to yourself, the more attractive person you bring to yourself. You understand? You go to school. It's not likely that's why people say rich marry the. Why is there rich? I only marry the rich.
Are they supposed to marry people?
That's how life works. People always marry their kind of persons.
People don't like to admit it, but there's social class, and there's nothing anybody
can do about it.
Nothing you can do about it.
So you have to add value. If you I want a guy who is vast, who is skilled in this particular thing, you must also try to. You must also try to step up your game. And this is especially for ladies. We ladies we always want to sit down in one place and say, I want to do this. When last have you added any skill to yourself?
Sincerely.
Like when last have you learned something? You are not okay. You are saying, "Oh, school is calm." So what skill have you learned?
What can you do?
What can you do? What extra thing can you do? What will the guy see in you that will be like, thank God, this is a blessing? Have you learned how to cook a new kind of meal? Have you learned a new skill? Have you learned? So
If that's what you think you should do with your life.
yeah. So it's that's the truth. Now don't just sit down in one place and be like, I'm waiting for my Prince Charming to come. I deserve all of this. I want to just be. I want
Taken
to.
care of.
I want to chill. This why this is it.
Pampered.
I just want to
be a baby girl for life.
I just want to be clinical and be taken care of.
Okay.
Some I've forgotten the distance. So add value to yourself. Even as a guy, add value to yourself.
Yeah. As a guy, you have to. You don't even have choice. Like, don't have value to yourself. No girl will say yes to you. You can't marry Agbero. That's the truth. If you like, don't. It's ladies that are now that we have to talk to, because guys, naturally said, even when you add value to yourself, you have to kill yourself.
So ladies, please, let's add value to ourselves. Don't be a liability.
And things are changing though. Guys are wising up. Guys are even shooting beyond their reach. And some of them are getting it. So ladies, okay.
A step above, please.
Please
add value to yourself.
This is not about feminism or equal rights. So this is real life something. We both deserve to be taken care of.
True.
So don't tell me that Shebi is
a man. You should be one to take care of the family.
So God gave you 2 legs for what and 2 hands for what?
To be relaxed and taken care of.
So, but I have sense now. Have sense. No man will even marry you if you're a liability. Only an unserious, equally. I don't want to use that word that came to my head. But it's only someone else it's only a man that doesn't have future ambition that will marry you if you are useless.
And let's even forget the issue of whether even you marry or not marry. When you get into the house and you get married, like we used to say, that you have to keep. It's not. I'm not saying. You have to keep proving yourself. I don't mean that you have to say. You have to keep making it work. You have to keep moving. And how you do that in marriage is when you have value. When the person can say, this person is valuable to me. I can feel that this is what he's doing in my life. That's when you are valuable to your partner. Because some people just think that when you get married, I say, I've settled, I've entered, I'm gone. Thank you, Jesus. I've escaped singleness. I'm now good. You still have to keep proving to your partner that this is who I am. You can't be a liability.
That's what growth is. You have to keep growing.
Yeah, if you don't grow, because the growth of the 2 individuals is what makes the marriage interesting. When one person is I just got a new degree, I just got a good skill, and the family is progressing. You have more funds coming in. You have more. You are doing better things in your life because you have learned more things. That's when you make progress in a marriage. Now the last point is prayer. I know people don't want to hear this in prayer, God's will. Then they say anybody who sees God's will.
Some people don't want to hear it, and some people really that's the only thing they do in their life.
Some people believe that I've lost this brother. It's the God's will, and that's all.
And now will not come.
Another one come. Then another extreme of there's no God's will at all. Anybody I marry is my marriage. Yeah, I marry the person. It's God's will for me. That's my God's will. So don't be balance. Don't be at the extreme. Like we've talked about values. There are some people you already know this person cannot be my husband. You don't even need to pray about it. He's not a believer. He does not share the same values with you. Even he can be as deep as not attending the same religious this thing with you. If there's even in the Christendom we have different sects.
Yeah, actually.
Somebody that is a Clipper life now marrying a Christ embassy person, there will be fights. There's only for you to tell you that it can't work.
You're marrying someone in Desta. Nonsense.
All those things. So all those you have to.
Well, I mean, context, please. Please put it in context. Don't take that word.
You understand what we're talking about? The doctrine difference. It's even beyond dressing.
Beyond dressing. Ideologies.
Yes, ideologies are different and all of those things. So you have when you accept all of those things, then you still need to go to God, because of course we know how to find the good person. You see the signs. Is he responsible? Is he this? Is he that? Is he love his family? But beyond all of that, there are some people that are good like that, and eventually in 10, 20 years they become something else. You understand?
God knows the future.
God knows the future. That's why you must always be, and getting married. Asking God for who to get married to should not be the first time you should be asking God for such decision.
Actually, you must have a relationship with Him already. You should be standing.
It should not be that it's the first time you now be asking God. They will now say, God, if it's the girl, let her knock the door. She will knock the door, and she's not God's way. You should all those.
In the end, when you are in that place and you are positioned and you have options or you have an individual, you pray to God. There's a way God speaks to you already.
Yeah.
It's not the time to know how God speaks to you. You know how God speaks to you already, and that's how you eventually seal.
If you don't know, you should start developing that skill now. To know how God. Am I supposed to go to take this job opportunity?
Yeah,
am I supposed to do
exactly,
this skill?
exactly.
Am I going to do this
business?
or
Should I invest that money?
all of those things?
You can actually train yourself
because you don't learn it in a day, because sometimes you use it's God though, and it's not God, it's my own voice. Then later you start recognizing, just like a little child, a baby, when he's born, it takes time before he can recognize the mother, but then it gets to a point that where his mother is at the gate and he's inside the house and he hears her say one sentence, this is the mother. You understand? So that's how you develop your senses. So marriage should not, because marriage is a very deep issue for you to now say, is this first thing? Going to carry your name and carry name and picture to one baba to go and choose name for you, it's just you are playing with your life, because that man will just pick the fine man among them. Those ones too are just looking for money. So do it for yourself, so you're able to make a decision for yourself. When things happen eventually, say, God, you are the one who told me to do this.
Exactly.
Now how do I go about this?
Because you put God in the place in the first place. And it is not true that God has appointed one person that will marry you. That is fallacy, it's bullshit. If the person die now, you are finished.
The person that says it's my destiny. Two of us are destined from heaven.
The will of God is that individual that God has approved. That's in your
at a point in time. Because even this will of God we're talking about, if after 3 years it may change. It can change. I mean, if for example now, if I was going to get married this 3 years ago and I'm not ready, but if I'm ready, there's one person that God has appointed. If I'm not ready in the next 3 years, the person may not be the same. The person may have even married. The person may have moved on. Our values may have even changed. For example, 3 years ago, I was in Nigeria 3 years ago. Let's say I'm supposed to marry, we live by the same street. Two of us, we just finished our first degree. But I traveled out of Nigeria and I'm doing my master's. And I'm living there.
Definitely,
it will change. You understand? It will change. So don't just think that it's one street person. And even God himself, will not go and merge mechanic with a PhD holder. All those things does not happen. It hardly happens. You understand? So let's not throw away common sense when we are doing all of these things. Ask God, pray about it. Especially for ladies who have to pray when 2 or 3 persons come. For guys, it may be easier because I like this girl, God, can I move on? But for ladies, you may have options. And you say, God, which one? And sometimes the options, the person that looks like the right person may not be what God wants for you.
And guys need to understand that God is speaking to you does not mean God will not speak to her. Allow her to hear God.
Your own voice, your own God
is not law.
You say God told me. You want to ask a sister and I say, God told me if you don't accept, you will suffer.
Go and hold transformer. She's not say yes. Go and hold transformer. See, that thing irritates me when guys act as if they are the God. They are the only one that can.
There's some people tell this one that my friend told me that I do not really like you, but God said it. I'm like,
that's red flag.
Please move on with your life.
I'm not even sure God will tell you to marry someone that you have no feelings for.
Even if you don't have it, the woman I'm telling me, you're not telling me that it's God that told me, it's God that brought me to this situation. If not for him, where will I will not be here. I know what I scout for. I scout for girls that are very rich, that are thin, that are clinical with God. All of those things. Guy, stop all those madness. This is a new year. We're entering a new year. Maybe that's the reason those guys are not accepting. You understand? If you love somebody, tell her I love you. Like Bible said, say I love you. Do you love me?
But babe, people that say that, I'm not sorry to say, but they don't have sense. So why you stop it? Go and get sense. Go and acquire sense. There's nobody with common sense
that will say that.
Put you down and saying that kind of nonsense. It's from the abundance of foolishness of the heart.
Oh.
I'm seriously. So even when you stop and you don't acquire sense, you will repeat it in another form.
True. Guys, we have come to the end of this channel.
It's true now. That's an investment, God.
We have come to the end of this channel. Thank you for watching, guys. Have fun. Take care of yourself.
Thank you very much. We love you.
Bye.
Bye. It looks so fun.